threatening to sue the World Health Organization for its claim last week that British sausages can cause cancer. Denis, they are saying there's an 18% rise in cancer risk if you eat 1.5 sausages a day, but you would say not all sausages are the same.
I think the problem is, in their question and answer, the World Health Organization were asked the question, what do you consider as processed meats? And they said that processed meat refers to meat that has been transformed through salting, curing, fermentation, smoking, or other processes. Those other processes is using nitrites or nitrates, which cause nitrosamines, and this causes the product to go pink. They're referring specifically to European-style sausage. The British-style sausage is exactly the same as eating a pork chop. It should not have been classified in this way.
Denis, there's some rubbish out there as well. You can't tell me every sausage that you pick up in the supermarket is additive-free.
I'm not saying additive-free, Eamonn. I'm saying that they're specifically saying this needs to be cured, fermented, or have nitrates. The British-style fresh sausage is neither cured, has nitrates or nitrates, or does not go through that process. So specifically we need clarification on, they need to explain exactly what they're saying here, because clearly you're even confused.
No. Well, I'm not confused, because I'd be like most people and I would listen to what they have to say. And if they say don't eat them, then that would make you think. It would make you think to cut down. Have you noticed any drop in sales, Denis? Have you noticed other people thinking like that?
There's been a 20% drop in sales since the 26th of October in fresh sausage, but I really need to get the point over. They're referring to a European-style sausage. They're not, which is nitrites and nitrates. UK fresh sausage is not a cured product.
Yes, you keep saying that. So what are you talking about? Are you talking about like frankfurters and things like that?
We're talking about salamis. We're talking about cured. We're talking about a product that goes pink, like bacon, ham, corned beef, and cured pink style sausages like salamis, frankfurters, that type of stuff. That's what they're referring to. But the British sausage has got lumped into this because of a lack of clarification. And what we're saying to them is, please clarify.
Yeah, and you know, it's big business for you, Denis. I'm looking at the figures here. Apparently you turn out from Downpatrick there 135 million sausages a year, and it's worth nearly a turnover of 50 million quid to you. Now, obviously that is big business, and you plan to go to court, am I right in saying?
We have told the World Health Organization, clarify your position on this, tell the truth, and we will not take it to court. However, they have not come back to us, so we will be taking them to court on this one.
But Denis, what happens if they're right and you're wrong?
Well, no, the science, no, if you actually read the report, what I'm saying is exactly the same as what they're saying. It's the misuse of the word sausage. If you go into the report, they don't refer to British-style sausages or that type of product at all. The science is with them and with me. It's the understanding of that science that has got wrong.
Now, if I were you, and not that you're an incredibly successful businessman, I mean, you're king of the sausage makers, but would you now brand your packaging differently to herald out, this doesn't apply to us, we are additive free?
This is not about me and my business. This is about a drip, drip, drip from organisations trying to stop people eating meat. I'm not here to brand my products or even mention my brand or my name. This is about British people like eating the British sausage, and it's as healthy as a pork chop. That's all I'm trying to do.
How healthy is a pork chop? I mean, that's the whole thing. I would automatically, I understand what you're saying, but if the science is not just related to this, I mean, study after study says too much red meat is not a good thing.
I totally agree, and I totally agree with that. And a balanced diet's a very important thing. But we're not all going to become vegetarians overnight. I like to eat some meat. I like to eat other things. A balanced diet's a very good thing. And to say a pork chop is not good for you is insane. Of course, a good balanced diet is extremely good. As is a fresh British-style pork sausage.
Okay, okay. Denis, interesting to hear how it all develops, and interesting to hear from you the effect that this advice is having. Now, some people would say if they believe the advice and they trust the advice, they would say that's the right thing, that there is a decrease in sausage sales. People like Denis are saying, look at me, it's hitting my business, and the information is simply not right, and he's prepared to go to court. Denis Lynn from Lynn's Country Foods, thank you very much indeed for your time this morning. Thank you. We'll hit the break.